everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you guys how to make a Dollar Tree tablecloth wreath. Now you guys can mix and match whatever you want. I wanted to do spring colors, but there wasn't a lot to choose from, so I got a light blue, a pink, a yellow, and then I don't know how this green's going to turn out until after I cut it out. I hopefully it like lightens up a little bit, but we will see. I wanted to add some purple to it, but I think the purple might be a little too dark. So we will see, but what I'm going to start doing is showing you guys what to do with these. And then you guys just need some scissors. Best thing to have is one of these, and then if you guys have this. But otherwise, if you don't, it's not a big deal. So I'm going to open one of these packages up and show you guys how to cut it. Okay, you guys, so we're going to cut one of the tablecloths. You're just going to open it up. Some of these are different. It depends on like what ones you get. Some of them you can open from the top. Some of them you can open from the bottom. We're just gonna cut this guys, open. So what I've noticed also is some of this is not even, which is fine. You can just throw that away. But you just kind of want to just smooth it out. So what you're gonna do is you don't have to have this exactly measured evenly. So there's that. So what you guys want to do is it's bigger on this side than this side, but it's not a big deal. You just kind of want to figure out where the center is. So you're going to figure that out. So I kind of just line it up. I'm going to say it's about, it's going to be about 3.5, maybe? Yeah, 3.5. So you want to just line it up as much as you can. And then one thing I did notice is this is my rotary cutter that I'm using. This one's a whole lot better than the other one. The other one I had was a brand new one, and it didn't cut at all very well. This one's I've had for a couple years, and it cuts. So when you do cut this, you guys, you want to press really firm. I've done a couple of these already. My first one was really bad, and then as I got the hang of it, it turned out a lot better. So just go slow. And you want to press as hard as you can because you want it to cut all the way through. And if it doesn't cut all the way through, you can use some scissors, but then you get some snag lines. Do not pull it, cut it, okay? So now we got two pieces, and what you're going to do next is you're going to cut these in half also. So you want to kind of measure it up to figure out where your center is. Now, not everyone's going to be exactly even, which is fine. So this, see, one's bigger than the other one. See, somehow it turns out to be bigger than the other one. But I don't know how it does that. It just does it. So we're going to just cut this one in the middle. And you're going to press firmly. Okay? And there you got two pieces. Now these pieces are perfect. You don't have to do anything to these pieces quite yet. But this one, as you guys can see, there is a bend in the side. So what you're going to do is you want to find the complete center of it. Now this piece is pretty much a throwaway piece because it was like the one that's on the end. So you just want to kind of find the center of the thing, which is kind of hard sometimes. So, okay. So there is the center right there. Again, doesn't have to be even. So you're just going to kind of just measure it, figure out where you're going to cut it, and then you're, don't have to press as hard because you're not cutting as thick, which is fine. So you're just going to, again, cut it in half like that. So now you have, you know, several strips. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to cut this in half. You can do them individually, like one by one. I've actually kind of just put it 2 by 2 because it saves time. Now these are just a little bit over, 13 inches. Sorry, my kid's being annoying. This is a little over, okay you guys, so what I was trying to say is these are a little bit over 13 inches. So you just kind of want to find the center and just cut it right in half. So I usually cut it at like 6.5, but I do have it at the very end right here. So you just want to lay it right there. You don't have to press as firm, but you can press, you know, enough where you don't have to cut it, and voila. So we got that. Then what I do is I cut all these all at the same time, and then when I'm done, I kind of just start cutting the corners, because some of these, not this one, but you just want to start cutting the corners. Now you don't have to make the corners as perfect. Like this one's a lot wider than my other ones. But you just want to cut the corners where it just looks like this right here. So if you guys can see, I probably don't have it, some of these bend right here. Not a big deal. You're just going to end up just cutting at an angle, so you can cut that right off, so you don't even have to waste time. So you're just going to continue cutting all these corners. So, and then sometimes it doesn't want to cut. So perfect like that. And now I'll show you guys what to do in the next step. Okay guys, so you have the ring, and I'm still debating what kind of colors I want. I want this to be a spring wreath, but I'm still trying to figure out if I want to just figure out my colors. Now one thing you want to make sure is you don't have double the color. I just found out I had double the color. I don't know if that's the same way with the purple, otherwise purple might be there. So I don't want to have like two dark colors next to each other, so I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. So what you're going to do first is you're just going to take your two pieces, you can crumple them up, whatever you want to do. This is the purple and the yellow, and then you're just going to basically just take them and tie it. Pretty easy. Make sure you evenly tie it, and then I just stretched it, which I shouldn't have done. So do that. You could do another layer, I think, if you want, but I think they'll stick in here. And then you want to do the same color again. So if you're doing 6 colors, you want to do 2, 2, 2, and then just keep constantly repeating it. If you're doing 4, you again do the same thing. If you're doing 3, you want to do 1, 2, and then you want to do 1, 3, or you got to kind of figure out a pattern. There's ways to do it. So that's basically like that, and then we're going to take the next color, and you're just going to keep going basically until the whole thing is filled. That's what you're going to do, is just do that, and then pretty easy. Just don't, make sure not to tie it super tight, because you don't want to stretch these out. I think you could probably tie it one more time, but I will let you guys know once I get everything how I want it to be figured out. So I'm going to continue just going through this, and you want to do all 4 or all 6 sections, all 4 rows. This will take a while, so there is that. Yeah, I'll probably tie it again. Let's see what it looks like. I'm just going to leave it like that. So that's basically what it is, and then you got to spread the colors apart. Now I have each color separated in a bin just so it's easier to take out. So I'm going to continue doing this, and then I'll let you guys know what kind of pattern I have. So let's keep going. Okay guys, so here it is. The one thing is in the back, I don't even know where it is. I did run out of space because I tried to do 2, 2, and 2, but there was one spot, the last final ring, where I had to do like one of each just to kind of make the thing kind of flow. But what you're going to do is just make sure that everything on the back is like gone through. You want to poke everything through. Just kind of make sure everything is faced to the front. This did take a couple hours. I watched probably about 4 movies doing this, which is nice if you just sit at the table and just kind of sit and relax. One thing I do like about this is that it is waterproof. So if you guys ever need to leave this outside, it might fade after time, but it is waterproof, which is nice. And then you don't have to worry about, you know, the rain ruining it, because there are some wreaths out there that are doing that. So I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like outside. I'm almost done with this. Just kind of combing it through real quick. So pretty easy. Okay, and I only used about maybe half of the tablecloth, so you can pretty much get 2 wreaths, maybe 3 on those tablecloths. I'm not 100% sure without making another wreath, but there's that, like right there. And then you're just going to take this and just fluff it, you know, make sure everything's kind of fine. I did have some like bad pieces that I had to cut, so if you see any obvious bad pieces, you definitely want to, you know, fix that. But other than that, this turned out great. The one thing is I did use 6 colors. I wish the pink was just a little bit darker, and I wish the yellow was a little bit darker, but otherwise this turned out pretty good. I like how the purple sticks out, so now let's go hang it on my front door.